In this video, we will be reviewing the subsidiary/component unit verification page within the annual report. Before we begin, it is important to note that no public authority may form a subsidiary corporation unless such power is expressly granted to it by its enabling legislation. For additional information about the formation of a subsidiary, please review the ABO's policy guidance on this topic, which will be linked in the video description. The Subsidiary Component Unit Verification screen identifies an authority's subsidiaries and component units created and reported by the authority. All authorities must verify the accuracy of the subsidiary/component unit list as part of completing the annual report. If a subsidiary or component unit was included on this list in a previous year, the name of that entity will be carried forward in Paris. This list should include only those subsidiaries, component units, and affiliates that are active and whose information is included in the Paris reports certified by the authority. Please note that the bolded asterisks indicate required fields. These must be filled in before a page can be saved. If the authority has no subsidiaries or component units and the list is blank, select Yes for the first question, confirming that the list is accurate and complete. If the list contains one or more entities that are considered active subsidiaries or component units, and these entities are included with the authority's information in Paris reporting, you would also select Yes for the first question, confirming that the list is accurate and complete. However, if the current list needs to be revised, answer No for the first question of whether the list is accurate and complete. If the authority has other subsidiaries, component units, or affiliates that are active and not included in the Paris report submitted by this authority and that are not separately reporting in Paris already, the authority should indicate this by answering Yes to the second question here. Please note that if the authority requested to add a subsidiary to the list in a previous year and it does not appear on the list here, the authority needs to request to add the subsidiary again. Once both questions have been answered, click Save. You will note that answering No to the question, "Is this list accurate and complete?" will open 3 additional screens under the subsidiary/component unit verification page on the left-hand side of the screen. The first page is Request Add Subsidiaries/component units. If an authority has a subsidiary or a component unit that is not included in the subsidiary/component unit list on the main subsidiary page, this screen is used to request the addition of the entity to the list. Please make sure that the entity name being entered is its full official name that matches the entity's articles of organization or certificate of incorporation. Once you have completed the required information, you can click Save to List. The second page is Request Delete Subsidiaries/component units. If an authority has an existing subsidiary or component unit that has been terminated by legislation or officially dissolved by the Department of State, this screen is used to request removal of the entity from the authority's subsidiary/component unit list. Select the name of the entity to be removed, enter the termination date, and provide an explanation as to why this entity is being terminated or dissolved. To save this request page, official documentation of the dissolution or termination is required to be uploaded. Click the link in the yellow box for instructions on how to upload the document if you need assistance. The third page is Request Subsidiary/component unit change. If the name of an entity currently in the subsidiary/component unit list is incorrect, this screen is used to request changes to those listings. You can select the entity to be edited from this drop-down list and indicate the desired change in this field here. Be sure to click Save when you are done. Please note that any request to add, delete, or change the name of a subsidiary will not be reflected on the list verification screen until it has been reviewed and approved by both the ABO and OSC. Once approved, the entity or edits will appear in the list the following reporting period.